Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, INT Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY, he does now have access to a 200% leader skill, courtesy of our boy Dokkan Fest God Goku, right? BROLY characters are on a lot of categories that have recently gotten, like, powerful 200% leaders, right? Movie Boss, he's on, LR Final Form Cooler's team. He's on Raditz's team. He's on Dokkan Fest Super 17's team. He's on Dokkan Fest Kid Goku's team, right? Like, we go through, he's on the LR Gods team he's on as well. But it's finally with God Goku where BROLY has access to a 200% leader skill. Now, that is nice, but unfortunately, there is a bit of a problem with that. While BROLY is on the leader skill, remember, God Goku, as part of his intro buff, which, I mean, it kind of matters here, God Goku needs a full team of super class characters, right? So, not have... Well, actually, I guess it does say 6, huh? So, no, it did actually proc. Yeah, okay. I think you can actually bring one villain character on the team, because it's 6 superclass allies on the team. I was thinking that this would, like, allow... Okay, so we can't run villains. But no, we could get away with one BROLY, because this is the second turn. In the first turn, we definitely had the orb changing. My opening rotation was all 3 God Gokus in one rotation. So, actually, I guess you can get away with running, like, one villain character. So, if you want to run Raditz, you can on God Goku's team. So, we're in the anniversary event. One thing about BROLY right here, and this does kind of hurt him. I guess there is the Dragon Ball Super BROLY fight, where this BROLY can be, very effective. But BROLY wants to be fighting either a pure or hybrid Saiyan category enemy. It gives him a lot of extra abilities. So... Alright, so BROLY starts out at 178k. Against a pure or hybrid Saiyan, he would be able to potentially quad super. Every super attack BROLY does stack attack and defense as well. Let's see what we get right here. This is a pretty decent rotation, because Vegeta, between Vegeta and LR Goku and Vegeta, we're activating a lot of BROLY's links. He has Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, which is not active, Prepare for Battle, Hardened Grudge, which is not active, and then Fierce Battle. Those 2 links we don't have active, you're not going to get these active. These are terrible, awful, horrible links, right? So this right here, this is Berserker. 30% attack when HP is under 50%. At link level 1, this was 20% attack when HP is 50% or less. Really, the link level 10 buff should have been just turning this into 20% attack, right? But whatever. Then, let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. This is Hardened Grudge. I mean, it's just comedy, right? Like, what the hell is going to be the purpose of this? Makes no sense. This is, 2 key and 10% attack. So, alright, let's go ahead and see what BROLY can do. We are going to be getting, Vegeta. Remember that well, actually, no, hold on. Is Vegeta's buff, is it only for superclass allies, or is it all allies? I have to quickly double check that as well. I think it's all allies. Let me see. And right there, I believe, is where it would kick in, right? Yeah, I actually have to double check that Vegeta's buff. I believe it's all allies, but let me double check. Yeah, it's all allies. Okay, cool. So BROLY did indeed get the buff right here. So we're up to 4 million turn 1. Okay. And he could do 4 of these, too. Alright. I mean, that's not terrible. There we go. This is a normal. This right here, this is another super, basically another additional that could be a super, because we're fighting a pure or hybrid Saiyan enemy. And now we could still get the Hidden Potential System additional, which we did. So there was 4 attacks right there, right? Now, BROLY... he gets 18% damage reduction and 18% chance to crit at the start of turn, but then against a pure and hybrid Saiyan, you get another 18% crit and damage reduction. So against a pure hybrid Saiyan, BROLY has 36% damage reduction after he attacks, and a 36% chance to crit as well, which is, again, I would say is fairly decent. Like that's pretty strong. It doesn't help you so much against maybe like the AoE phase of BROLY, because to get the extra 18% damage reduction, he does have to, be supering first, which, can be a bit of an annoyance, but still, again, decent enough. I feel like this was a pretty good opening rotation where we were able to see sort of what BROLY can do. Now, BROLY also does have an active skill too. How do we want to do this? Let's leave... I think we'll just... Yeah, we did create the physical orbs as well. Okay. I guess... I actually really want to do this. Like, I want this Goku to be able to get his stacks in. I would like him to get a couple of hits, too. So let's do that. You'll be able to get your... No, you won't. Okay, hold on. Now, God Goku will be able to get his 6 orbs. There we go. Okay, perfect. There we go. That's what we'll go ahead and do. Remember, we do have Vegeta's support buff on this rotation as well. So, how useful is this BROLY? I feel like he's fairly solid. He's decent. You could definitely find places where this BROLY could be useful on this team. If, you know, we would get new red zone stages against, you know, pure and hybrid Saiyan enemies, I do think that this BROLY could be very strong, right? Like, if we get a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan red zone, or like a Beast Gohan red zone at some point or something like that, BROLY, again, could be fairly handy. We are above 40%. Ain't that unfortunate? If we were below 40% HP, Carnival Goku would heal us. Some of these anniversary fights are rather tough, actually. So, again, this is a pretty decent place to sort of test BROLY out. Again, we really want to see what he could do against a pure and hybrid Saiyan enemy. I mean, BROLY is now 2 years old, almost exactly, right? Remember, BROLY was a Saiyan Day character from 2021. I will say this. Considering BROLY is 2 years old, I think his performance is sensational, actually, right? This is a 2-year-old character. And having damage reduction, having his stacking abilities the way he has, I look at him really quite favorably, I would say. Again, considering we're a 2-year-old character. I mean, a 2-year-old character that's able to participate in this tough content. It just goes to show, like, when you're evaluating characters, you can tell which units are going to age good. It's not the offensive glass cannon characters, it's the characters that have strong defensive abilities, which BROLY has got. We can leave Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta right here at the start. That's fine. Alright, so BROLY's at 237. We probably could die. We'll at least be able to heal up nicely with these physical orbs. But BROLY probably could die. Oh, okay, that's good. There's the super attack right there. Vegeta should be able to eat this pretty well, right? I was actually thinking of maybe doing like a World Tour video for Vegeta or God Goku. In some of these events right here, like the anniversary event or the Shadow Dragon event, probably would be a pretty good idea, man. I think it could actually be pretty solid to kind of do that. Although I guess we're taking a look at it right here, but I might do a separate video because it's like, you look at how, like, the bosses are pretty strong in here. All right, so, okay, can I get an additional super buddy? No, 3 normals. Wow. Oh, okay, well, I mean, BROLY is, you know, he's certainly good, I guess, but, I mean, he has limits. I mean, that was type disadvantage right there. That, I mean, at the same time, that's a good example of what can happen, right? Where he has just all these chances to additional normal, which we got. Okay, we did sort of get cooked. I guess let's hop back into another event. I would like to get his active skill, right, which can be pretty useful. So sure, let's just hop into another event, probably against a pure hybrid Saiyan. Sort of see some more numbers that BROLY can get. Damn, we got cooked right there. That was with the 36% damage reduction too. Sheesh. Alright guys, let's get some more footage of our boy Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY here. Now, BROLY can do an active skill, which does basically just give him a whole bunch of damage. And we could get that after he supers 4 times in battle. Now, this is something, when BROLY first came out, I feel like his active skill was pretty awful, right? Because it's just like all of the fights, that was during the God event meta, right? God event and Extreme Super Battle Road. So BROLY having to super 4 times to get his active skill was pretty terrible. Nowadays, though, well, I mean, I guess at the start... Oh, wow, we're going to get this in here. That's crazy. At the start of the 7th anniversary, those red zone fights certainly did last a little bit longer. Now some of the fights like Red Zone Cell Max and stuff like that, Metal Cooler Core, maybe don't last quite as long. But I feel like it is easier to get Broly's active skill, and his active skill is a little bit better these days than it used to be, right? Like, when he first came out, I thought his active skill was really terrible. Now, it definitely does have a little bit more ability to it. 2.88, so a much weaker first turn right here. Remember that Super Saiyan Vegeta support is really crazy. Alright, there's his first super attack. I think I'll cut, and we'll come back once we have our active skill procced, right? Like, once we're actually able to use the active skill, we'll go ahead and come back at that point and see how things are looking. Alright, we got another rotation right here. I figure we might as well get this. Broly does work pretty well with Vegeta. I mean, it's very common links, right? Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle is good stuff. Let's go ahead and see. We'll be able to save Vegeta's support. Well, I guess we actually are going to get Vegeta's support after he gets hit these 3 times right here. So Broly's up to 3 million right here. Let's get some additional supers. There we go. Okay, so this is our 3rd super. Now remember, Broly is stacking defense and attack with every super attack he does. The thing is that he certainly is not stacking defense at the level we've seen of some stronger characters, right? Like, his defensive stacking is definitely not the craziest at all. Alright, so I think Vegeta's probably going to finish this Vegeta off. Yep, okay. We'll keep going. We'll just keep getting a bunch of rotations, sort of see the numbers that Broly's able to put up here. Alrighty, we got another solid rotation here for Broly. We are going to be able to get Vegeta's support, so our stats are going to jump up quite a bit once Vegeta, again, actually receives that 3rd hit right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Broly can do. Again, just kind of getting some stats. I do think Broly is good. I mean, I know he got completely frauded out in this video, but, I mean, that was a kind of unfortunate type disadvantage 80 attacks moments, right? It was a bit sad. It was a bit sad. I mean, I again, if we're going against a pure hybrid Saiyan, I do think Broly is a decent run, right? Like, it's not like he's going to be completely terrible. One thing, though, is I wish I could get additional supers rather than normals. All right, so let's see how he takes the super attack right here. This is a 2-year-old boss, of course. And he does double digits right there. Decent. Yeah, remember, Broly, he gets that extra 18% damage reduction after he actually does a super attack, right? So we got that. I guess so I'll cut. We'll come back. And we will get Broly with his active skill, which gives him a huge amount of ki, attack. He becomes super effective against all types. Doesn't help him defensively, though, which is something that I think more so would be a bit better in this day and age, right? Like, when Broly first came out, like, the extra defense and stuff like that, like, yeah, you know, it's fine. But now, maybe not so much. I think, why don't we actually just go ahead and get God Goku's... Let's just transfer him to Super Saiyan right here. You know, we'll go ahead and get this in here. Sure, why not, right? No reason not to. Nice, pretty good damage. Yeah, they made that active skill really strong, right? Like, dude, it's comedy. Like, you know, that moment is people love that moment, but I mean, I think we could concede that it would be maybe a little bit better if Beast Gohan was that strong, right? Why is that, like, you know, you will not destroy my world is like 80 times stronger than the Beast Gohan Makanken Sampo. Remember that Beast Gohan is, I don't know, 1 billion times stronger than God Goku from Battle of Gods? Just insanity, right? Insanity. Okay, so we can pop... We're up to 300k defense. Good. That's without support, too. Just 300k defense. We'll take that. So remember, we could do Broly's active here after Broly has done 4 super attacks. It gives him 6 ki, 60% attack, and he becomes super effective against all types for 1 turn. So, let's go ahead and pop this right here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and see what BROLY will give us. Perhaps BROLY can give us some stronger damage right here. Like, I would love if BROLY could give us, like, a triple super at least. A triple super would definitely be fairly decent right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. BROLY should be able to tank this Vegeta pretty easily. Well, I was going to say, hopefully the super attack would be after BROLY attacks, because 18% of that damage reduction is not activated right there. Yeah, and he still takes 300k right there. He's up to 5.62 right here. Again, remember, this is super effective against all types, and he can still get multiple super attacks. Normal, okay, sure. Super, nope, normal. Super, normal. You know what? Screw this unit, dude. I hate him. He sucks, man. You know what? I'm done. How many? We've had more normals in this video than supers. Ugh. I think what, you know, his built-in normals are only 30% chance to be a super. But every Hidden Potential System additional we've gotten has only been a normal attack, right? Which is definitely very unfortunate. So, let me know what you guys think of BROLY under a 200% leader skill. I do think he is an option you can run. Probably, though, he is going to work significantly better if he is going against a pure or hybrid Saiyan enemy, though. I do think it actually is rather important that if you're going to be rocking him, you're doing it at this point against a pure hybrid Saiyan enemy. There's a lot of places I could see this guy having value. Burst mode, Super Battle Road stages, Legendary Event missions. BROLY is certainly going to be a good character for longer fights, right? So if we would get, you know, maybe like a new Legendary Event or something like that, he can be good. BROLY's not quite good enough to be point man against, you know, oh my god, like the Cell Max event or something like that. But, I mean, he is 2 years old. I feel like I do look at, like, what this guy can do, AGL Kid Gohan, right? Like, these 2-year-old characters, I feel like I look at them quite favorably, being able to perform as well as they sort of are. 356k he's up to right here. So, alright, let's get this turn, and then we'll finish up. Let me know what you guys think of our boy INT Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY. But again, I would look at him pretty favorably. I mean, if you compare him to a lot of the other characters, right? Like, INT LR Evolution Blue Vegeta does nothing. Like, his only value is his revive, right? Like, and he was the anniversary unit 2 years ago. This Dokkan Fest BROLY, I would argue, is, you know, way better than that Evolution Blue Vegeta is. This would be good. We definitely would survive this super attack from this Vegeta. Hopefully, BROLY could give us any additional supers would be nice. Any, dude. Normal. And then he did get the Hidden Potential System Edition. Oh my god. I guess I'm just not good enough to use this BROLY, man. I'm sorry, man. I promise he can additional super. He can, man. It's just, you know, for me, with some of these characters, it is typically the way they go. It's just normal, 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 normal. So, okie dokie. Let me know what you guys think about INT Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY. Again, I was going into this video ready to be like, yeah, it's nice he's got a 200% leader skill, but it doesn't work with God Goku. But that's not true. You just need 6 superclass allies. I actually, in my head, I was thinking that wasn't going to include the friend unit, but it does, right? So it's like, that's really good that we can continue to rock. You could bring one villain character on the team. So you could bring one BROLY or Raditz or, you know, I don't know, Majin Vegeta or something like that. Like, you could bring one and get away with it. That is good, right? So Goku's, a lot of the intros really don't have bad restrictions for all these characters. But let me know what you guys think of BROLY. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.